What's up, guys? Chris Chef Sports Cards here. Welcome to another fun Saturday night of card breaking. What is going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing 2023 Topps Allen and Ginter third hobby case break at number 9. Last 4 boxes of this interesting case we started last week. Let's see what it finishes up like. Dragon, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for checking us out. Anyway, though, so welcome, especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for over 6 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get into a future free break, just hit the old subscribe button. Your name will go in the random, and who knows? You grab a spot. Also, eBay continues with their sweepstakes. There's no purchase necessary over there. If you go to any of our eBay listings, check out the description. In the very top, there's a link there. You can follow that. It'll tell you how to join the sweepstakes. You can win free cards. I don't know how you do it or what you win, but I know a lot of people win, so maybe it's worth taking a shot at. So go and check that out. And then, as always, chefsportscards.com. We just did our Thanksgiving giveaway. Congratulations to everybody who won there. We gave away some great cards and boxes and break credit and all kinds of fun stuff. We will be reloading the site. There's nothing up there right now, but we're going to reload it Monday or Tuesday. We got Bowman Draft coming up. We got Heritage High Number coming up. We got Topps Chrome Black coming out next week. So we're going to have a bunch of stuff up there Monday, Tuesday. So go check that out too. Let's go over the teams. D-backs, Robert H. Braves, Dylan N. Orioles, Doug P. Red Sox, Brandon M. Cubs, John P. White Sox, Robert H. Reds, Jonathan C. Guardians, Doug P. Rockies, Robert H. Tigers, J.K. Royals, Doug P. Astros, Eric M. Angels, Doug P. Dodgers, Hilario M. Brewers, John T. Twins, and Marlins, Doug P. Mets, David B. David's got to hit the Mets again after what he got last night from that break. Yankees, Carl H. A's, Todd P. Phillies, Doug P. Todd P. was one of our winners in the Thanksgiving giveaway. Congrats, Todd. That stuff will be coming out. It'll be coming out to you this week. Pirates, Jonathan F. Cards, Todd P. Padres, Doug P. Giants, Robert H. Mariners, Rays, Rangers, Doug P. Blue Jays, Todd P. Nationals, Doug P. And the non-baseball spot, Roger C. What's up, John? How are you, my friend? That was a nice little card you got from your pack from Hobby Legends there, man. That Corbin Carroll, that was sweet. Nice one there. Congrats, my friend. That is a grader if I've ever seen one. I would grade that puppy in a minute. All right. Couldn't happen to a nicer fella. All right, let's open some cards. Good luck, everybody. Da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Yeah, what do we got here? Baltimore, only in Baltimore for the Orioles. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. What a great stadium! If you've never been to a game in Baltimore and you're a real big baseball fan, that's a trip you should take. I mean, yes, of course, you should go to Fenway. You should go to Wrigley, you know. You can even go see the new Yankee Stadium, but Camden Yards should be well up there on your list somewhere. It's a very, very cool stadium. So what do we think about Ohtani getting $700 million? Is that just insanity? So do you think the Dodgers just bought him? Like all these other teams were in it, and then the Dodgers just went, you know what? We're going to offer him so much money. He can't turn us down. Tatis base. Because most places where I read, they were talking about like 520, 550 million, somewhere in that like 10-year range, like 50 to 55 million a year. So I guess the Dodgers were just like, you know what? We want you. We're going to give you more money than you can even. 70 million a year. That's just insane. to play baseball. You think all those great players from like the 70s and 80s, they must just be sick to their stomach when they see something like that. Those guys were making like peanuts compared to him, man. Cortez base. I wonder, I'd love to go look up like what Reggie Jackson made. I mean, I'm sure we can find it if you look online, like what his and don't get me wrong, I know Reggie Jackson's a Hall of Famer. He's made a lot of money in his life from a million different things, but just straight baseball, like Mr. October, maybe one of the most famous faces of the 70s and 80s in this country, Adley Rookie, what he made at playing baseball is compared to that. Bryce Turang with the AG back. Yeah, no, I know but it's a $700 million contract over 10 years, so we can, we don't have to get into the details of it, but basically it turns out to be 70 million a year. Not to mention, supposedly there is like a billion incentives in it too that could make it well higher than that, from what I read today. Pretty crazy. I mean, it just feels like the Dodgers just said, you know what, we're just going to buy this dude. Like, there were other teams. Toronto was way up there. Uh, that's for Roger there on the DJ ski. Toronto seemed to be in it big time, and like you said, he was supposed to be getting on a plane to go visit there, but I guess the Dodgers just said, you know what, we're going to give you so much money, you're not even, because then the other teams are just like, yeah, we can't afford that. We're out. Good luck to you. Holiday for the Rockies on the short print. Who is that? Alan Adale. Alan Adale? Who's Alan Adale? A key figure in the Robin Hood legend. I don't know my Robin Hood very well. It's a lot of money. It's more money than anybody else is getting. That I know for sure. You do have to wonder, and I realize that these teams make more money than we can even fathom. I mean, the actual numbers of what they make are so ridiculous between ticket sales, TV contracts, merch sales, like just selling beer at the games at $22 a can and all that fun stuff. But like, it just seems like there should be a point where you go, all right, how about we pay you this much and then give some of this money to charity or something? I don't know. I mean, I got nothing against the guy making money. Don't get me wrong. I don't. If you're valuable, you get it. But man, by the time we're all shuffled off this mortal coil, you know, some of these athletes are gonna be making like 100 million a year. Taglia rookie Ichiro. And Olsen for the Bravos with the AG back. Insane. Well, they're trying to get Harper's contract. They're calling it an extension, but they're just trying to pay him more money. Like, because now, I mean, where does in the grand scheme of things, like that's the weird thing. I mean, Harper's contract's what, like 4 or 5 years old, I think, at this point. And I mean, he's like the 40th highest paid player in the league or something like that. Like he's way down the list, Walker rookie. And I mean, contracts don't even last that long. You also wonder about these guys who sign these early contracts, which are smart for the player because they get the guaranteed money, smart for the team because they get them on the cheap. But eventually they're going to be like, yo, dude, are you kidding me? For the non baseball spot, Montpelier. I don't know how to say Mount Palser, I think is his name. He's a podcaster, right? Content creator and podcaster. I have no idea who this guy is, but people like him. Oh yeah, no, there's soccer dudes out there making serious cash. I know. Just saying though, man, the numbers are up there. It's crazy. Scott Rowland base. Yeah, they're gonna give him 2 or 3 more years, but the reason they're doing it is because they want to up his pay. I mean, honestly, for what he's brought to the Phillies in the last few years, money wise, like he deserves a bump. There's no doubt about it, and this is the way for them to do it. It's not so much about extending the length of his contract as it is increasing his actual pay in said contract, which is a nice thing for a team to do. I mean, it makes it so they appreciate. Look at that thing, black border Gunnar Henderson rookie. Very nice. We get to break out the my favorite little top loaders if they don't go flying all over the place. Sleeves, though. Oh yeah, Acuna is going to be. Yeah, there's going to be a few of them coming around the bend. Look, I don't blame them. If I was 20 years old and you came to me and said we're going to give you a 10-year, 20 million a year contract, whatever, and that money's going to be guaranteed, hell yeah, who wouldn't jump on that? Because then you look at guys who don't do well. What's his name from the Phillies? I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Oh God, what's Savage? Who's the kid from the Phillies that still playing Double A that they gave like 20 million a year to or whatever? I can't think of his name. They gave it to him when he was in the minors to lock him up. Kingery. That's who it is. So I guess there are times when it works in the player's favor because certainly that dude wouldn't be making the money that he does. He's not making 20 million, but he's making a lot for basically what's turned into a career AAA player at this point. But yeah, guys like Acuna. Well, not that things have been good for him, but Tatis was another one. He signed one of those contracts, and he's had a rough couple of years. But Horner short print for the Cubbies. Suzuki. But yeah, look, it's a smart deal for the teams in the long run. But, if you take someone like Acuna, you got to pay him more at some point, Otherwise, you just, you know, pissing in the guy's eye, for lack of a better term. Is he out of the league now? Oh, I thought he was still playing last year. I thought he still was. I didn't know he was out of the league now. Well, good for him, man. He cashed in. Really? I swear I thought he was playing last year, but Lindor short print. I actually have one of his rookie cards graded and everything. I have a short print of his. Acuna. Yeah, Eloy's another one. You're right. Yeah, but he's got injury issues. It's a shame. I would love for Eloy to get healthy and see what he could really do because, he seems like he should be do very well, but man, he just gets injured constantly. Moncada for the White Sox. For Robert. Oh, his contract ended. I got you. But he did play this last year, right, Kinger? He played this last season. I thought he was in Lehigh Valley. Edmund Black Border. So they just let him go. But that dude, he robbed the Phillies blind, didn't he? He got like 60 million or something like that when he signed that contract. was like 50 or 60 million for like 3 or 4 years. Or I mean, it was a nice contract for. They thought he was going to be Blake Snell, AG back. They thought he was going to be the next Chase Utley. Little did they know. Carroll rookie. Could you imagine getting paid that kind of money to play baseball? Like, how can you not just be permanently have a smile on your face for the rest of your life? Like, I play a kids game, and oh yeah, by the way, I get paid 50, 40, 70 million a year. Raggins, rookie. Yeah, well, I guess we'll never know. What's this one? The Triple Crown, rarest of the diamond. I like those cards. All right, one down, three to go. Well, I'm glad the Otani thing is over. Kind of. I mean, everybody's been waiting. With him going to the Dodgers, it was really kind of anticlimactic in the end. I mean, if he went to like Toronto or something, or the Cubs, even they were talking about the Cubs being involved, or like that would have been cool. But really, the dude just went a couple miles across town. That's pretty lazy. Acuna on the box top. It's certainly easy for him. He doesn't have to do anything. He just drives in an opposite direction. I mean, I don't know California that well, but I'm sure it's the difference between going east and west or something to go to Dodger Stadium. Gunner rookie. Well, at least I might have a chance of seeing him once or twice, once a year or something. DeGrom, EG back. Walker, base. Bubba base. Yeah, well, that was the thing that surprised me about the whole Toronto thing when it started getting more buzz this week. I mean, not only do you not want to move to another country, you got to pay those taxes and everything. The taxes up there are insane. And I always thought, I mean, I talked about the last few weeks, he still actively lives in Japan. I mean, obviously he lives here too, but he goes back to Japan every year, like, and goes back quite often from what I've heard, goes back any chance he has. So why move yourself? You're already far enough away from Japan. Why move yourself halfway across or across the country too? Jeff McNeil for the Mets. Star second baseman. Well, I mean, it's kind of. I would even like them to go to the Giants. Maybe I don't know. Like the Dodgers, just yeah. I'm not a Dodgers fan. What can I say? A Phillies fan. I don't like the Dodgers. So anytime they do anything good, it's kind of like the Yankees. Like it just feels like another player bought. And I understand that that's all free agency is, and it's kind of naive to think of it otherwise. But I mean, it just kind of feels like you had other teams in the running, and the big bully came along and said, "Well, all right, we'll give you another $100 million because we can afford it and nobody else can." Not. I mean, obviously the Yankees could or whatever, but I don't think after their little Soto deal this week, they weren't. They weren't really in the Otani running. Murphy, AG back. Yeah, Volpe rookie. I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of felt. I don't know. The Dodgers and the Yankees come off like money wise as bullies a lot of times because they have so much more than other teams. I mean, I realize they've done profit sharing and television contracts and all these things to try and even things up over the year. But the bottom line is they still are the richest teams in baseball. Mole poblano. Um, so if they decide they want someone, unless somebody's got some real, you know, hardcore principles, which I don't know why anyone would when it comes to money. Just take whoever gives you the most, unless you're really just don't like the team or something. They pretty much get what they want. Wang. Che Ming Wang. Black border. Oh, yeah? Who knows? Maybe. Well, Vegas is until what, 28, right? 28. Ursula. Um, again, we talked about this last night, so I don't want to get too deep into it. I was very surprised by the whole Soto deal. I felt like if somebody was going to go after Soto, they were going to have to give up a key piece or two. And Nadal, AG back. And not that the guys are bad that the Yankees gave up, but I thought it was going to take a Volpe-esque player, not necessarily Volpe, but a Volpe-esque player on that level to get that deal done. So I was a little shocked. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's part of it, that he has no intention on staying there. I don't know. It seemed like a little bit of a strange deal in the end. Yeah, they were talking a while about bringing him here, trying to get him here to Philly because of Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. And everyone here was worried that you'd have to give up like a Bryson Stott or Baum or someone along with prospects. Carlton Fisk, mini frame bat relic for the Red Sox. Yeah, I just didn't. It was I was just surprised that the Yankees got off giving up what they did to get him. I didn't think they. I honestly don't think they gave up that much to get him. Not along with Trent Grisham. I'm a fan of Grisham too. So, but yeah, you never know. We'll see how it pans out. I thought it was going to have to be a little bit higher profile players to get him to a team. Although also with the Boston is branded with the situation with Bailey's and what's going on out in Padre country. Who knows? I mean, who knows what's going on with their money situation too. Webinyama. Should find a Webinyama auto. We haven't found one. It drives me crazy. Lofton. Kenny Lofton. So is anybody going to try and chase the Tom Brady auto and draft? I saw the mock-ups of them today. They're cool looking, that's for sure. I'm gonna be fascinated to see what they sell for. Jimmy Rollins. Well, this is why hot stove baseball is as interesting as the season is, Randy Johnson, because some of the moves you see, you agree with, some you disagree with, some you are shocked at, and so it makes it fun. Do some more of it. Next thing you know, it'll be spring training, and I won't be so sad anymore. Wasserman short print. Mesa Verde National Park. Maybe so. I don't. They said I don't follow the Padres enough to make comment on that. I mean, other than the money issues I know about, but it's possible. Certainly, it's possible. Look, the Padres had to shed somebody. They're even when things were okay last year, their salary was still too high for where they are. They're unfortunately not a, you know, between Tatis, Soto, Machado. I mean, they got some big guys out there, money wise. Harris, rookie. So it wasn't. I mean, it certainly wasn't shocking that Soto moved. People were talking about, but somebody was going to move off that team with the big salary. I think maybe the Bailey's thing might have helped it along a little bit. I don't know. McGuffin and Ryan Mountcastle, bat relic for the Orioles. Doug. Richardson, Anthony Richardson. So they gave the Heisman away tonight too, right? Didn't it went to the kid from LSU? I don't think I saw him play once this year, to be honest with you. Herrera rookie. Um, was he, for those of you who know college football better than I do, which most of you probably do, was he kind of hands down the winner, or was it a surprise? Only in Arizona. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. It's a shame Robert's not here. He could speak to it much better than I could. Josh Young, that's his team. He loves those guys. Gorman rookie. I'm sure he'll be here at some point, but Gunner, Jazz black border. Yeah, I had heard he was. I saw him play a little bit this year, but I know he had a hell of a year. Like I said, I've only kind of pushed myself back into college football a little bit because of my son going to Tennessee and watching them. I've always been a much bigger fan of pro football than college, and vice versa on basketball. Vladdy, box topper. Basketball, I always preferred college basketball to pro basketball, but with my son at Tennessee and paying attention to them more and stuff, like I certainly have watched more college football this year than I have in many years past. Um, and Marvin Harrison Jr. I saw play a little bit. This kid from LSU, I didn't see him play at all. So, I mean, how often is it that it's a non-quarterback that wins the Heisman anymore? Is it again? You're talking to somebody who doesn't watch it very often, but it always seems like it's quarterbacks anymore. Nick Castellanos. It's kind of like the MVP in in the NFL. uh, you know, it always seems to go to a quarterback, and maybe rightfully so. I don't know. I mean, they also have what offensive player of the year that they tend to give it to a Christian McCaffrey type or uh, you know wide receiver or running back or someone like that. But oh, sorry, man, my fault. Thanks for letting me know. Pittsburgh. Alcantara. Was I covering him with my right or my left hand? How was I doing? I didn't. I apologize. I didn't realize. Do 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 do. In Ladolo. Jonathan. Here you go, buddy. Ba-da-ba-ba. Thanks. Pay attention to it. Machado. Schwarber, AG back. There's Schwarber, base back. Working the mini rainbow for Schwarber. Oh, Chris, what's up, buddy? So, Chris, when are you in Nebraska till? I meant to ask you last night, but you had to go. Bagan, Myanmar. Wow, look at those balloons. That's crazy. Well, Chris, I know you're out of town, but there's some. I put some bonus lovelies that I came across in your package last week, so you have a little something to come home to. Edgar Allan Poe by any other name? Beach volleyball. The 18th. Well, at least you get home for Christmas. They won't keep you. Minnesota, Buxton. Minnesota. La, da, da. Oh, what is this, man? Devers again. We pulled the Devers 101 out of this case. Now we get the Devers Brooklyn back. 13 of 25. Love it. Love it. Yeah, baby. Who had him tonight? Brandon. There you go. Wow. Same case has the Devers 101 mini and a Brooklyn Devers mini. Crazy. Something you don't see every day. At least I saw it this time. The 101 we went right past. I love Brooklyn backs. They're like my favorite minis. They really are. I just like the design on the back of them. Here. Lovely. Lucky number 13 of 25. Oh, Brooklyn Black. Congrats, my friend. Nice one. Corbin Carroll rookie. Mikey Trout mini. AG back. Jeets. Bogarts. And for the Yankees, Cortez at mini framed auto. It's an interesting autograph he's got. Nestor. The Yanks is Carl. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, what happened? You said originally it was supposed to be a week and they extended it. Are things not going well, or are they busier than they thought, or old D train and Temple blocks? So we got museum coming up next. After that, we're doing that full case archives collectors. The lunch boxes and everything. That's going to be a fun break. Pete Alonso. Rock-hewn churches of Ethiopia. Just short people, you mean? Like employees or trainers? Do you get a bump money-wise for doing this? Volpe rookie. Mini. Base bat. Gunner. And CJ Crone, black border. Nice. That's awesome. And I, many moons ago, when I was a chef for Sullivan's and Del Frisco's, I used to travel around for them sometimes. Alec Baum, short print, and but we had teams that like were always together, and I knew guys who had been on the road like 5-6 years nonstop doing that, just like 4 to 8 weeks in one location, opening a store, on to the next. Oh gosh, like it was fun when I went out and did it a few times, like, because you were gone for, a month or a couple weeks or whatever. But man, I couldn't imagine doing it like that. It's like these people just lived on the road. And initially, everyone, Jeter, everyone always, doesn't like you as soon as you walk in. Like the guy who's the chef at the new location, and you're the chef coming in to teach them. Oh man, there's always tons of friction there. And Kyle Tucker, base. Eloy. And for the non-baseball spot, Nichols. Thomas Ian Nichols. He's the rookie of the year guy, right? Isn't that? I got him and what's his name's mom mixed up. Pete Crow Armstrong. For Roger, buddy. Fudge. We've only seen one rip card from this case. We should be seeing at least another one. Webanyama. Cody Bellinger. Brooks Robinson. Black border. Chris, is this the first time you've done this for these guys? And if so, what do you think? Are you cool with it, or Mookie Betts? Bodrin. Bodrin. Bodrin today is fully embraced by many Irish music culture. Okay. Gary Sheffield, Nestor Cortez, AG. Yeah, it is a lot of hours. It always was. It always was. I mean, look, as a chef, I always worked insane hours anyway, so the hours never bothered me much. But it is usually pretty crazy when you do that stuff. The thing I hated when I did, the only thing I really hated was that you got like the ultra corporate guys who were like, they bleed everything about the company, and you'd be like, "Come on, dude, calm down." Like, we get it. You're a rah rah guy. We get it. That's our second Vladdy box topper. That's a little weird. We haven't seen that before. All right, Chris, man, take it easy. Good luck with everything. Enjoy Nebraska. Go visit the biggest whatever they got there. Do a little sightseeing while you're there. Biggest beer can or ball of twine or whatever they got. Just so you can say you did it while you were there. Harper. I guess it'd be biggest corn stalk, right? Corn huskers. Isn't that Nebraska? Perez, black border. Lubrock. Yeah. How many other factories does your company have, John? Are there a lot of them, or CJ Crone black border, or I'm sorry, AG back? Lubrock. Really? Across the country, or they have mounted outside of the country, or hey, there it is, rip card for the Yanks. Oswald Peraza rookie. 191 of 199. I knew there had to be at least one more. Carl, there you go, buddy. Congrats. If you choose to rip, may you have good luck, my friend. If you hit anything good, send us a picture. Always love to see it. Ice cream sundae. Chipper Jones. +1 in Canada. Gotcha. Yeah, my wife travels all her company's factories quite a bit. They're everywhere. But they have a bunch of different subsidiaries and all kinds of stuff. But Goldschmidt, AG back. Are that sounds like a lot to me, John? Are you guys like one of the biggest printers in the country, or the biggest printer in the country? I have no idea. I just sounds like a lot of places. Crocker. And Kansas City. I would assume you guys are like kind of close to the northern border with all the paper you need from the trees in Canada and stuff. There's a Brett Beatty rookie, a black border for the Mets. Yeah. Wow. Not surprised. It sounds like a lot. what have you guys done recently? Anything you can tell us about? Like what's like a real big one recently? Ortiz. Look at that smile, man. See, that's the type of smile I'd have if I was a baseball player. He's so funny, man. He's so great on TV. Can't understand half of what he's saying, but oh my god, he's so funny. Now, is one factory bigger than another? Like, is yours guys the biggest, the smallest, in the middle, or are they all kind of equally the same? Walker Bueller, AG back. Otani, Otani, could you spare me a buck? McGuire, base, school books for like Scholastic or like that type of stuff. I think I told you my father was in the book business for 30 years. He was the largest book rep on the East Coast, east of the Mississippi, Hoskins, and he was the distributor of Harry Potter back in the day. He was he was big time. So I know a very little bit about books and stuff, but just by osmosis from my dad. Great Wall of China. Oh, yours is the smallest, really? Hmm. How like ballpark? How many people work in your place? Brooks Robinson, short print, Strider, AG back, Marimba. So I don't know much about music, but this actually just came to my attention recently, and I'm noticing this. I thought these were called xylophones. These things. Somebody recently was like, "Oh, my son plays the marimba." I was like, "What?" He showed me a picture. I was like, "That is a xylophone." I don't know. Must be some difference between them, I guess. Wow, 300 really? Jeez, you guys must be cranking some techs out there, man. Holiday. Is it are the other factories like near like in the like Midwest, like north, like up near you, or are they all over the country in just different places? Freeman. Fish and chips in the United Kingdom. I'd assume 300 people can crank out a lot of books. Well, if you're doing textbooks, man, you guys must print a ton. Robles for the Nationals for Doug. A name I haven't seen in a while. Sosa AG back. Mostly in the Midwest. Gotcha. Castellanos base. Snorkeling. Last couple packs. Schwaba. Reggie, or Bo Jackson. I said Reggie. Thinking about earlier. Bo Jackson, AG back. Old time hockey. Old time hockey. Kyle Stowers, bass, and the violin. Hand doesn't want to work. And Griffey short print. and someplace national park in Canada. I can't say. I don't know how to say it in French. All righty, that will do it, folks. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I do truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. And we will actually not be back till next week. Tonight's our last night this week. We will have breaks going up on the website, like I said, probably Monday. And of course, eBay breaks will be up for next week starting tomorrow. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. And we do have Museum coming up next. Bear with me one sec. We'll do a hit recap. No, Jared, everything's sold out, buddy. Sorry. All right. Hit recap for 2023 Topps Allen Ginter third case break number 9. Some Shorty Prince Wasserman, Alec Baum, Jackie Robinson, Halliday, and Nico. Relics. DJ Ski, Carlton Fisk, Jeff McNeil, Ryan Mountcastle, Lodolo, Nichols, Ortiz, Robles, and Moncada for the White Sox. We did have a rip card. It was Peraza, rookie, number 2/199. Good luck on that one. A couple minis. We had a Brooklyn back at Devers, which, as I mentioned before, is crazy because we had the Devers 1/1 in this case, too. So, pretty cool one for the Red Sox. We did have a black border Henderson. We had a black border Beatty and I think Volpe, too. We'll make sure they get sleeve and top loaded. And then autographs, Nestor Cortez, mini framed, and Montplaisir, mini framed auto for the non-baseball spot. All right, guys, again, thanks so much for joining me. Please stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I will talk to you again soon.